Well, let's get to football, and the timing couldn't be better. And I will tell you that while I'm not over the moon, I will tell you I'm excited at what the signing means. I'll explain. So yesterday, Lions signed Cam Sutton. Good corner for the Steelers. Real nice player. Graded out very similar to James Bradbury. Good deal. I'm leaving the Anzalone stuff alone. I'm bummed out by it. I don't care about him. I don't want him here. I wanted an upgrade at linebacker, but you know what? Maybe they do it in the draft. I'll move forward. Now what they've done today gives me an indication where we're not going. The Lions have just signed Emmanuel Mosley, who was a starting corner for Frisco, played 5 games, blew his knee out. 1 year, $6 million. It's a prove-it deal. Remember the last prove-it deal you signed? It was DJ Chark.
Yep.
And he proved it. So my point is this. You're going to have Mosley, Okudah, and Cameron Sutton. Those are your 3 corners now. And you know what it means? We can stop the moronic take of taking a corner at 6.
No, that's it.
So for that, I'm thrilled.
And there's one more here that also leans in that direction. Will Harris expected to return in the mix for slot cornerback duty. So that's depth, but you're right. Don't need to draft one.
No, you take one in the second round.
It means that at 6, you do not need to take Gonzalez.
That's right. You take a big person who kills people. Those are the rules. Play by them. So here's the question I have to ask to Lions fans. Where are you at? We all go into free agency with our own ideas of what we do and don't want. And usually only the lemmings out there will play the, well, I just trust whatever they do card. I want to know where you're at. Look, they made their splash, clearly, with Cam Sutton. And Anzalone, look, guys, I get it. Believe me. We did it yesterday. I heard Doug doing it today. I didn't get a chance to hear the morning show. I assume it was a piece of the conversation, but they spent. They paid their starting middle linebacker north of $6 million a year. This signing's a prove-it deal. 1 year, $6 million, and Mosley's going to play. Mm-hmm. So I want to know if you're happy with where they're at in free agency, because I do think Rico's right. This is now going to become about just signing their own people. And I know I'm never going to be thrilled, but I'll tell you, I'm happy they doubled up at corner. I'm never going to be happy about Anzalone. But overall, if it means we're not doing something stupid at 6, and it means they understood the assignment that clearly their corners were not good enough, they've accomplished that. Because while Cam Sutton is not a top 5 corner, I think he's a top 25 corner. Right. And Mosley, no one is going to tell you that Mosley is going to walk in here and be Sauce Gardner. But you know what? If he was good enough to play for a Super Bowl team with San Francisco pre-injury, he's good enough to play for me.
You can put him at the slot. You can put him in different places. He can fill in at all the different spots. It's a good pickup for 1 year deal. You got to see what happens, him coming off of the injury. But, yeah, he wasn't great. He wasn't lights out in San Francisco. But, yeah, this means that you don't take a corner at 6 because now that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, it would just be overly redundant. I think if you use a pick in the 2nd or 3rd round on a corner, add them to the room, and require very little from them, that's how you begin to develop. Mm-hmm. Because if I take somebody at 6, he's starting
right there,
and he has to play 50 snaps a week.
Yep,
I'm not in that. And again, guys, I'll be honest with you. Would I rather have Emmanuel Mosley at $6 million, or whoever you draft at 6 as a rookie if I'm in a playoff game and I got to win it? No, I'd rather just take the guy who's been there before. I'd rather take the vet. I'd rather take Cameron Sutton. I'd rather have adults playing the corner spot.
And now it boils down to the fact that you've already bolstered your secondary. Go improve your front 7. That's because all of this stuff, it's a waste of money.
I'm going to tell you right now, at 6, take a big person who kills people. And at 18, take the best linebacker on the board. If they do that, I'm vibing with what they got going on. I'll live with the Anzalone thing. I can't fix it.
Because I was about to say, this probably means at 18, you're not taking a corner either. because it'll still be a couple like the Joey Porters of the world, maybe there, the Keely Ringos of the world,
Let me ask you
maybe
a question.
there.
Let me ask you something. Now that they've addressed corner, if I guaranteed to you they were taking the best big person at 6.
Carter.
Okay, let's say they took Jalen Carter at 6. He's in your pocket. If 18 came around and Bijan Robinson is there, I'm not saying it's your first choice, but would you open your mind to it knowing they addressed the corner spot already and that they understood the assignment at 6?
David?
We do not pay running backs.
There we go.
Correct. Hey, I'm with you. I'm offering it up because now as free agency takes shape, corners off the board.
Right.
You paid Anzalone. You know Malcolm Rodriguez will be a part of it. Derek Barnes will be a part of it.
Here's why I would say no for Bijan. And I know a lot of people fell in love with Bijan because that's the only running back you think was in college football.
There's so many good ones.
That's it right there, Mike. I can go and get somebody who would maybe be just as good, maybe even better, depending on the right situation. Because
cheap.
remember, you got this offensive line that's going to be opening up holes for this running back.
I'll tell you right now.
There's 15 good running backs that you can go get. And the difference between number 1 and number 15 is not as great as what people think that it is.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. And I think the Niners for a long time pre-McCaffrey showed you how it's done. The Eagles, Miles Sanders wasn't a first-round pick. Boston Scott wasn't a first-round pick. Kenneth Gainwell wasn't a first-round pick. There's a way to do this.
Yep.
I'm just, as you build the free agent picture, you've taken corner off the board. And I look at it and I go, all right, Anzalone, Barnes, Rodriguez. I wonder what they do at 18 and how many snaps are really available at the linebacker level. So then you start to brainstorm it and go, geez, what if? I'm not advocating it. I was asking. 248-539-9797. By the way, when you saw Tracy Walker's deal get done last night and they created $5 million in cap space, it just went to Emmanuel Mosley.
Yeah.
So it is this do a deal here to add a player there. I'm very happy they've doubled up at corner. They've done it respectfully. They've done it the right way. And now I think it would be lunacy to draft one at 6.
I can't see them doing this. I honestly, I can't. But at 18, no. I mean, I think you go defense because that was your weakest link. Or unless, Mike, it's something that I say you want to increase your strength, and there's a premier receiver still out there, I'm not going to be mad because I've said
the guy
make your strength stronger.
I just asked that to Kenny. Is that an option?
No. I'm sorry. I'm not Kenny. Kenny, please. I apologize.
No, it's not an option at all.
Sorry.
Linebacker. Stick to the plan, David. Come on.
No. Kenny, I understand the plan, but occasionally, like I said, I'm all about if you can make your strength stronger. Go for it.
That's why I highlighted early on in the process Osiris Torrance. Make your strength stronger. Good. Draft a 6'6", 340-pound road grader of a guard who was forced into playing tackle at Florida. Now you add him there and look at what you've created. Right. Can you imagine 700 pounds of Sewell and Torrance on the right side?
No, I got you.
Strength on strength.
Because I would say this, there's probably one receiver, if Quentin Johnson is there at 18, 6'4",
because he's tall.
He's something you don't have.
Yeah.
Now, to take a Jackson, no, you don't need another slot receiver. No.
Yeah.
But if Quentin Johnson at 6'4" is there from TCU, absolutely at 18, I'm not going to sit here and get angry because you got better on offense, and this was a top 5 offense.
All right, so let's flip the script. Let's not let our own bias put the iodine in the pool. If we're into strength on strength and they sign 2 corners, what if Holmes has a grade on a corner and he believes that's going to be the lead dog? Now, all of a sudden, corners become the deepest room on your defense. I'm not advocating. I'm asking.
No, I see what you're saying. I would say no because you could have a bunch of top corners back there. Heck,
without a pass rush, it don't matter.
Right. You can go trade and bring Sauce Gardner here, and it's not going to matter because you're going to be, well, he regressed when he got to Detroit. No, there was no pass rush. So That's probably the one thing where you don't want the deepest room at, because
You know what would be funny? Imagine a situation.
it's like having a deep running back room but no offensive line.
Just imagine a world where they could get Will Anderson and then go get Cansey, the kid from Pitt, at 18. One outside, one inside, and we are locked in with a devastating front four. Devastating. Second round, go get yourself another corner. Get a youngin in there because Mosley's going to be gone next year.
Right.
Like, without Mosley getting signed, I was very leery about how free agency started because I had felt like Cameron Sutton was the signing, and then it was going to be Anzalone, and then it was going to be Jamal, and then it'd be Will Harris.
Yeah,
and
they already
you're
bought
like,
Bugs back. So
right.
yeah.
But now, at least you've now signed another starter. I said to you from Jump Street, I wanted 3 defensive starters in free agency. Well, they got 2. I'm bummed out they didn't upgrade at linebacker. I am. But they got 2, and now if it guarantees me that we don't have Gator running the franchise taking a corner at 6, I'm good.
Yeah, I just wonder if the money scared them away from taking a linebacker. And that's why.
Well, I'm glad it did because I got Bobby Onwuzurike. Thank you. I'm glad you were scared. I'll take that. 248-539-9797. Let's talk some football. Lions have made a move, and it's not just singular. I think it shows you a window. Now that this is done, we can more effectively look at the NFL draft and go, okay, good. They're going to take, as Rico puts it, big people who kill folks.